आनी एकवटान आमचे गोंय आनी आमचो देश आमी फुडें व्हरचो हे प्रमाणे आमी हो प्रोग्राम आमी थारायला आनी घडोवन हाडला आनी ह्या काळार फुडें परबी न्हिता एकदम खास परबी आमचो श्रीज बाब लवंदे खूब आवडपणी तो करता बरे बरे प्रोग्राम करता आनी म्हाका दिसता देशान ताका पयलो जागो मेळचो प्रायज नंबर 1 एज नेहरू युवक केंद्र ऑर्गनायझर आख्या देशांतलो आमचो श्रीज बाब लवंदे धन्यवाद नमस्कार
तुझे बिणे संसार नाका बरे मागोना देश तुका मोगा खाली सदांची तेले तुका एक म्हणान सांगा मुगो म्हाका तुझे बिणे संसार नाका बरे मागोना देश तुका मोगा खाली सदांची तेले तुका यो मोगा हेणी तेणी वाट तुमकोताना उमर दिनाय म्हाका परवा तुकाना हांव तुका मजत करून मोतींचिताना कित्याक जाणून गेलाय म्हाका समजना जुलियाना जुलियाना मोगा मुजा जुलियाना 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 मोगा मुजा After this, presenting before you, Sonam Lotlikar.
ही चाहत के हाँ सपने संजोता था पहले भी धड़कन ये धुन कोई गाती थी पर अब जो होता है वो पहले न होता था.
Both of you are from there. I mean, studying there. Okay. Chile. I mean, you are in Chile. Sydney. Australia. Town ka naam Australia. You mean? Australia.
Candice Fernandez from Toronto.
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto. What are you doing there?
I finished school. I'm working now.
You have finished your studies.
Yeah, I finished my studies.
Liana Bergenza from Montreal, Canada.
Montreal. What's your name?
Liana Bergenza
Me too.
from Toronto, Canada.
Canada also.
Yeah.
Where are you located?
In Toronto?
Toronto.
Toronto. I noticed that quite a few of you are
6 of them.
Morning. I'm Rebecca Castellino
And
from
Fernandez from
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia. What are you studying there?
I finished studies. I'm working now.
But now you are doing some job.
Yes.
So, Mr. Your name?
Andrew Fernandez.
I am Giles Pereira. I'm from Brampton, Toronto.
Hi, I'm Amanda Silvera.
You look to be studying in a school all of you. Okay.
From Montreal, Canada.
Montreal. Where do you stay in Montreal?
My town is Dolores. It's in the West Island.
West Highland.
I'm Angel Fernandez from Sydney, Australia.
From yours where in Canada?
In Sydney,
Sydney again, Sydney. So please, if you are there in hostels or studying, some of the parents might be there. I don't know, we will talk about it. And I have been exposed myself in my long career. Various countries, maybe 60 countries, or maybe in Canada and all. It's my favorite country because I was posted there. I was Secretary General of International Civil Aviation Organization in Montreal, the first Indian, first Asian, first ever from the developing world. And so I lived in Montreal, in fact, in Westmount. This was the first non-white who had been elected, because all posts in United Nations are the Secretary General posts are elected posts. So my country put me up. So I had that's why close association. I lived. I have survived 3 winters there. It's not very easy. The snow comes as if the leaves have fallen down, and they are supplicating to God, okay, now the snow should come. And then it comes suddenly in the month of November and doesn't leave you till April or May. Well, as regards Australia, I have also the opportunity, not necessarily staying there, but visiting twice. Once I was a single-man auditor of the fund for Commonwealth Fund for Technical Development. Sydney was on the way, so to say. I stayed in Sydney, but Nandi and all those islands. I lived in Tuvalu for 50 days. That was the headquarters, because we wanted to study all the support which is given, and the Secretary General requested me on Commonwealth to see the report. So I have been to Kiribati and Marshall Islands and all those. At that time, Australia was preparing for Olympics or something, and they showed me, and whereas in the last minute we do things, 1 year before they were ready for it. All the stadiums and everything was ready. Compliment the state government for thinking of this program, particularly my friend Mr. Valero, who was the minister in the External Affairs Ministry at one time when I was Secretary Ministry of Aviation, Government of India, and also Chairman Air India and Chairman Indian Airlines. Talking of the year before the year of 87. Don't think I'm very ancient, but I am ancient. I joined the service in 1952. Most of you were not born then. And I entered my duties in 1952. 52 I was entered my so to say, after training into the service. I was 36 years in government of India, and central government and the state governments. And then 3 years at formally staying in Montreal. And the rest I have been exposed to quite a bit to the foreign countries. It's a very good idea to have a lot of you. Some of you, you are at that stage to come and find your roots, and it gives you a new invigoration. And Goa is a very special state. I have been 4 years governor of Manipur and Meghalaya also, traditionally northeast. But I am near here, it's a happening place continuously. Goans are very energetic people. I am proud to be of service to this state. And I like the people very much. And I always involve myself wherever I am, whether I am in the government, doing for a ministry, I'm totally involved. Now Manipur is backseat. I was sent there when it was almost burning and it wasn't. But now everything I look toward, if I can do something for Goans, for the state of Goa, for the government of Goa, that is my endeavor. All of you has a great opportunity, so to say. This Australia, sometimes difficulties do rise among us too, but that is, I think, mostly limited to Melbourne. And you would know better. Students, I hope you are comfortable. Because I have also some youngsters in the families studying. And your new High Commissioner of Australia in India, Mr. Verghese, he is of Indian origin, as you know, and from Kerala. He came to call on me last month and talked to various things. And as regards, I say Canada, I know most of these places. I have lived physically. I rented a house, and I thought that people may not think where an Indian had come, because it's the first time in the history of that organization, United Nations, that they put me and my government fought for me, and I defeated sitting Secretary General, French Prime Minister, and I became the Secretary General. I lived there. Here you get cold off and on, but there I never got cold. And that is only I made one mistake, that I never knew. I said, what should we do once in the winter? So I slipped on the snow and broke the piece. That's the only breakage I had, but they mended it well. Small arm. As regards Australia, a lot of students are there. I would like to hear how you feel about this program and what are your intentions of going up in life. There's so many opportunities. Even people for India has so many, but you have a further special that you are living here and are supposed to study further. For Indian students, how foreign students are coming to India. We feel tolerant because our economy, our nine and double, it's a mystery to most of the foreign country how India is going up. And it is a country of the future. And now a number of university programs are now, the whole thing is becoming global. Well, you are already global in the sense that you are studying in that atmosphere. Firstly, let me, not everybody, but let me ask a few, how do you feel about coming and finding your roots? You have been exposed to what progress. I see your program. This is the 9th day of the program, and 10th is the last one. But I told Mr. Ferrer that it's a very good program, and I have met 2 batches of your earlier also, and spent some time with you, because I like to spend some time with the youngster who are the future, from whatever state they come, or they are international in the sense. Some of you may settle down because the opportunities are good. Even Australia is a very good country for studying. Tanzania also, who is studying?
Yeah,
You are there. Where are you studying in Tanzania? Eh?
Dar es Salaam.
Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam. And
I live there in Dar es
you,
Salaam.
what subject have you taken or you have finished your study?
No, I'm doing my advanced diploma in
Huh?
Advanced diploma in network engineering.
Advanced diploma.
Yeah.
Because most of the young girls I find that earlier the country used to contribute in defense also much more than their percentage as a population of the country. But I think they are now seem to, because why I am talking defense, because tomorrow is a ex-serviceman day. Tomorrow and Saturday, when you flag day, so to say. And they come, and this point was brought to my notice that earlier they may be 3% or whatever percent of the country's population, but they had 30% or 20% in the defense service. Well, today defense is also important, our Navy, Air Force and all that. But there are so many possibilities for you in various fields, wherever you are. You are very fortunate, your parents have provided this opportunity. Most of you who are here, your parents are there or here, you are only studying there.
They are, like my parents are there with me.
Yeah?
We settled down completely in Australia.
I see.
Yeah.
Here?
No, in Australia.
Australia.
In Sydney.
They have been there earlier.
Yeah. They went with us, but we were originally.
Acha, you would have acquired that nationality also.
They are all foreigners.
Foreigners. Because all of you, and why should it not be? In fact, we are thinking of even, the Prime Minister is thinking of providing the voting rights to people who have taken the nationality, and one should take the nationality also, because you should not be restricted in your future opportunities. As regards you are studying in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, there is another somebody, you are,
I study in
what are you
Dar es Salaam.
planning to do?
I actually just completed my O-levels last month, but I plan to pursue my A-levels from next year. As I
Your
study-
parents are there?
Yes, both my parents are there.
They went number of years back. Or?
They were actually born there, but my mom's parents were born here. Yes.
How do you find that place, Dar es Salaam?
It's nice. It's when you, it's peaceful.
There, in Africa, the situation in most of the capital towns are very good. Kampala and all that. I have been to Lagos. I went in a difficult circumstances when Air India plane had been stopped by them. So I still remember I was 23 days in Lagos as a leader of Indian delegation. We had to flee that situation. So we brought the Air India plane back. So whether it's Kenya and other things, they are all very good, and climatically also some of the. Malaysia, who is there? Acha. So you are pursuing the course you mentioned?
I actually graduated with a Bachelor in Mechanical Engineering last year, and I'm working at home.
You are working. What do you intend? You are on the financial side or?
Engineering.
Engineering. Engineering is good. Malaysia has done also very well, extremely well, I must say.
Yeah.
We had to science equipments and aviation.
Yeah, most recently, Manmohan Singh was in Malaysia.
They are very good service. And even I think in public administration also, they are very good. Some of the, when I was doing some, I was at the request of the Secretary General, I was 2 months at the headquarters of, and we went to Malaysia. One of my Englishmen who was director, who was to assist me, and he said, okay, he's now in World Bank, and he said, I'm pursuing some studies and all that as a part of his job also. You're where you mentioned?
Montreal.
Montreal.
Yes.
How do you find Montreal?
I love it. I've lived there my entire
Choose
life.
to, they have made comfortable, no other city can possibly handle the type of snow, but they have made it comfortable for you. You can reach, you are also in Montreal?
Toronto.
Toronto. Toronto is also a lot of friends in Toronto, and it looks like you are in Amritsar at times. You have your that street, which is the very longest street.
Young Street.
And in my present, I have been after my UN job also have been visiting Canada. And maybe because I was there, my United Nations body there, International Civil Aviation Organization. This was on the main avenue, but they have gone a little behind. But I was there as a governor also. I took a few days off. I was 3 days in London, 5 days in Canada, and 1 day in USA, because I could not be out from India very long. So I have a very intimate knowledge, played golf at most of the places, and lived there. But they are very good universities also. Is anybody pursuing the public administration there? They have at Waterloo or something very good. And similarly, Australia has a lot of good. You are on the engineering side, you are from?
No, I'm doing a Bachelor of Pharmacy at the University of Sydney.
Bachelor in?
Pharmacy?
Pharmacy.
Yeah.
Pharmacy is also a very popular subject I am noticing as a career also. Because it's very good career in pharmacy. I notice in England, in USA also, a lot of youngsters, even ladies are following this pharmacy, girls. And I haven't talked to you.
I'm from Sydney, Australia, so I'm studying English and Linguistics at the University of Sydney.
University of?
Sydney.
Sydney. Sydney, which university is most popular? Most of the education institutions are everywhere, of course, in Australia.
They are, yeah. The University of Sydney is right on in
What
the
do you
city.
intend to? Your parents are there?
My parents, they were born in Pakistan and then settled, but my grandparents are from Goa.
You are, of course, in Canada, isn't it?
My undergraduate was actually in Canada, so I'm also familiar with the Montreal snow.
Our parents were born in parents are born in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So they created problem to give a visa. Finally, we had to intervene with the consulate.
What does it mean? Your name is?
Alicia.
I mean, they created a lot of problems. One lady was born in 1946 in Karachi. They were not giving her visa. Go. So finally, we had to tell consulate that Pakistan itself was not born in 46. And then they cleared her visa.
I myself was at the time of independence. I was in Lahore, studying in Father Christian College, Lahore, for 3 years. We never thought that after summer, before it was thought that it's going to be divided in the month of in 47. In the month of May, there were some riots. So the colleges were closed early so that the boys are not exposed to this atmosphere. So my parents were in government service at Delhi. So I came at that time. We were brought under escort because Lahore had some problems at that time. Immediately, and then independence was coming in, and then there was the wholesale massacre on both sides and all things happened. I have been 3 times to Pakistan after that. First, I was part of Indian delegation from the Ministry of Home Affairs to settle. Shahnshah wanted the trade of potatoes from Iran to Pakistan. And all things had been closed after 65, conflict with Pakistan. But then Shahnshah of Iran was very keen. So a delegation and air, rail, all these things were open. From Islamabad, I was there. And then second time I went. Of course, I never went back to college at that time. Beddings, books and all remained there for the Christian College. But then I went again when I was Secretary General in the United Nations. We in Pakistan, also. They were very keen